nice today. Hey, my name's Greg. It's nice to meet you. What do you want to know? Oh, you want to know how I live in this cost of living crisis? Well, why don't I take you inside and give you a tour? Maybe you'll learn a thing or two. What are you waiting for? Come on. And this is our humble living room. It's where we kind of spend most of our time together. We watch movies as a family. It's lovely. But I think you can tell in here, new furniture is a bit of a myth. Everything here is secondhand, or we owned it from somewhere else, or was given it to us. This TV was a friend's parents. This cabinet was a birthday gift to one of us. This round couch, another one from old parents. We've got someone we house sat from behind you. But it all works out in the end. Everything's a bit expensive though. Turns out that aircon is really expensive to run, and even though we've got one in the house, it's often too much just to put it on. In fact, the bills, they cost almost $10,000 a year. But we split it between us, so it's not too bad. I'd be spending quadruple the amount if I was living elsewhere. Alright, so welcome to our kitchen. Sorry it's a little bit of a mess. Cleaning products are a bit expensive, so if we have to clean it up, we have to put in the elbow grease. But this is where we put away our groceries. We put them in the pantry here. We've got our fridges here. When we get stuff, we split it between the four of us, unless it's something more specific like snacks. Keeps the cost down that way. Keeping costs down too, we tend to get from Aldi, independent grocers, growing it ourselves, mostly because of the price gouging at Coles and Woolworths. As you can see as well, we had to turn our dining room into a bit of a study. Basically just so we could keep up with uni. Didn't have much choice with the space, but we put the work in and we make sure we get everything done. So this is my bedroom. This is where I spend most of my time. It's a nice place to get away from everywhere else. It gets pretty busy in a share house. As you can tell here, everything is pretty much secondhand as well. It's a bit of a theme with the space. But I try to keep it nice and neat. If things are a bit of a mess, then we can warrant getting a fine, but our landlord's pretty chill, so we haven't experienced that yet. Also, you can see from my games, that's how I spend most of my time as well, though all of them were either gifts or from EB Games. Got to keep the prices down somehow. And this is the bathroom. As you can see, it's a little bit cramped. When we get ready for bed at night, we have to take it one at a time, otherwise we don't all fit in here. Speaking of not fitting, you can see we had to put shelves on top of our bathtub to make sure we had all of our toiletries in place. There's not really much storage space around. Also, everything's a little bit incomplete, structurally damaged in here. One of the things that was fixed was the tap, but the way it was fixed, it doesn't let the window open. There's quite a lot of structural damage around this place. Speaking of structural damage, structural integrity damage exists. As you can see, having a lax landlord is a bit of a double-edged sword. But we like to try gardening as much as we can from hand, fruits, vegetables, and then of course all the plants that were here already. There's a lot to do to keep up with the tasks. Well, just like all good things, this visit must come to an end. Thank you for coming round and seeing how I live in a share house in this cost of living crisis. Hope you became familiar with some of the ways we make it through. Hopefully things will get a little cheaper soon.